There are three physical abilities that every 40-year-old man should be able to complete. My name is JD. I'm a 40-year-old hybrid athlete and personal trainer. I use calisthenics, running, and weightlifting as my primary modalities of training. And today we're going to go over the three physical abilities that every physically capable 40-year-old man should be able to do. The first one is going to be a test of your upper body strength, and that is going to be a pull-up. Not sets of pull-ups, not reps of pull-ups, but one pull-up. This means controlling your body and being able to pull yourself and get your chin above a pull-up bar one time. Now you might be thinking that's not a big test of strength. That's not really a big deal. But if you look up the statistics, most men 30 years old, 40 years old, 50 years old can barely complete one pull-up rep. Now, the reason why I say pull-ups as a good indicator of upper body strength is the fact that pull-ups not only require strength in your arms and strength in your back, strength in your core, but it's also a good indicator of your body composition and if you have control over your body. If you're somebody who is severely overweight, or if you're somebody who's just overweight in general, you're probably gonna have a hard time completing one pull-up rep. If you're somebody who is lacking muscle mass severely, you're probably gonna have a hard time completing one pull-up rep. I've trained hundreds of individuals, many of them men over the age of 40, and I would say roughly 90 to 95% of them cannot complete one pull-up. That's the reason why we have to start off with regress versions of a pull-up. And if you guys fall into that category of men over 40 who can't complete a pull-up, or if you want to get better at your pull-ups, you can go to my website, hybridathlete40.com, and I have a 12-week pull-up program that you guys can download there. Just go ahead and take the intake assessment, and then I'll set you guys up with a pull-up program. Now let's get to the next physical ability that every man 40 years old should be able to complete, and that is running a mile nonstop. That means running a mile without stopping. I'm not saying that you need to run a mile within a certain time frame. You just need to be able to run a mile without stopping, without catching your breath. And the main reason why you want to be able to run a full mile without stopping is you want to make sure that your gas tank is on point. You want to make sure that your cardiovascular is intact. Running is also something that is telling when it comes down to body composition, because if you're somebody who's severely overweight, more than likely running is going to cause you a ton of problems. It's going to cause a lot of discomfort. Things like shin splints, knee pain are something that's common when somebody who's severely overweight is trying to go out and get a run in. Now, number 3 on the list of physical abilities that every man 40 and over should be able to complete is going to be a deep squat. Now, I'm not saying that you need to have a barbell on your back. I'm not even saying that you need to do a deep weighted squat. You should just be able to do a deep ass to grass squat. And I'd say you should be able to get into that deep Asian squat position. What this is going to show is what your mobility is like. And to be a functional, fit 40-year-old, you need to have mobility. Time and time again, I have men come in to train with me who have extremely tight hips, who have very limited mobility when it comes down to their lower body and upper body. But I think my general assessment, the number one indicator on how somebody's body moves, is if they can perform a deep squat. Now, when performing this squat, you don't want to have your knees crashing in. You don't want to have your back super arch. You want to have a strong, proud position when you get into that deep squat. You want to have control over your core and just control over your body in general. But this deep squat is going to be super important when it comes down to building your body up in a functional way. Let me know in the comment section how many of these physical tasks you can complete. Also, if you guys are interested in learning more about my hybrid approach to training, calisthenics, weightlifting, running, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell. If you guys want more detail, go to my website, hybridathlete40.com, scoop up a program, or see if you qualify for one-on-one coaching. Hope everybody's having a great day out there. I'll holler at you guys later. Peace.